Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss today's question paper. Now the first one is the vapor pressure of pure benzene, that is pure solvent at a certain temperature is given what? 200 mm. So it is what now? PA naught. PA naught is what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent is given. At the same temperature, the vapor pressure of solution, containing 2 grams of non-volatile solute. Non-volatile and non-electric solute. 2 grams is what now? W2. Weight of solute is given what now here? 2 grams. Right. Solid in 78 grams of benzene. What is the weight of solvent benzene given? 78 grams. Weight of solvent benzene is given 78 grams. And benzene is what now? Solvent. For solvent, what is the M1 here? M1 is 78. Gram molecular weight of benzene is what? 78 grams per mole. 78 grams per mole is what? Gram molecular weight of benzene, because formula is what? C6H6. Okay. And now what we have to calculate now? We are asked to calculate molecular weight of solid. And what is given? This 195 is what? Vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution is given PS. The PS is given to you. PA naught is given to you. And W2 is given. W1 is given. And gram molecular weight of solvent we know. So we are asked to calculate what now? M2. M2 is what? Gram molecular weight of solute. A formula, which formula we should apply? PA naught minus PS by PA naught is equal to what? X2. X2 is what? N2 by N1. That equals to. Now in case of very dilute solutions, we take N2 by N1 only. N1 plus N2 will be taken as N1, because N2 is very less than N1 here. Now what we take? The number of moles of solute is nothing but weight of solute in grams by gram molecular weight of solute, which is to be calculated into. Here N1 is what now? Weight of solvent by gram molecular weight of solvent. So gram molecular weight of solvent by weight of solvent in grams. Is that clear? So that is equal. Now your PA naught, how much is given? 200 minus PS. PS is given what? 195 divided by, again PA naught is what? 200 is equal to, now W2 is what now? W2 is 2 grams. So 2 grams by gram molecular weight of solute we need to calculate here. So M2 we have to calculate right now. M2 we have to here 2 grams by M2 into, here M1 is what for benzene? 78 gram molecular benzene by how many grams of benzene is given? 78 grams of benzene is given. So here only M2 we need to calculate. So M2 is equal to what now? Approximately 8. Is the concept clear, ma? So it is based on what now? Relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. So if you want to take screenshot, you can take it. Now the next one is, second one is, which one of the following non-ideal solutions shows a negative deviation from what? Raoult's law. Negative deviation from Raoult's law. Here what is given? Acetone plus carbon disulfide. Acetone plus carbon disulfide. Benzene plus acetone. And CCl4 plus CHCl3. Chloroform and carbon tetrachloride. Then acetone and chloroform. So acetone and chloroform will show what? Negative deviation. So from examples we have taken this one. Next one, the osmotic pressure of 5% solution of cane sugar. 5% solution of cane sugar at 150 degrees Celsius is what? So what is asked to calculate here? Osmotic pressure is asked to calculate. So 5% is nothing but W by V percentage. Remember, W by V percentage is taken here. What is taken, ma? W by V percent of benzene is the, what here means W by V percent of what now? Cane sugar solution is given here. So that means what now? Weight of solid, how much here? W by V percentage 5% means what we have to take now? W2 of sugar is equal to 5 grams and volume of solution is equal to what now? 100 ml. Volume of solution is 100 ml and weight of solute is what? 5 grams. And cane sugar, gram molecular weight, how much now? 342 grams per mole. Cane sugar, 342 grams per mole is gram molecular weight. And 150 degrees Celsius. is equal to what now? 150 plus 273 Kelvin. So it is in Kelvin now. This value is what now? In Kelvin to be taken. And gram molecular weight of cane sugar is already given here. So it is 342, remember. So now we are asked to calculate what now? We are asked to calculate pi. Pi is what osmotic pressure, which is equal to C into R into T. C is what? Molar concentration, that is molarity. Molarity formula what? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by volume in ml. Volume in ml. Volume in ml, how much here? 100 ml. Na? So 100 ml we take here. Is that clear? So it is what now the formula to be applied. W2 is what? 5 grams. M2 is what now? 342. 1000 by 100. This is molarity now. What is molarity? Into R. R value how much to be taken here? 0.0821. 0.0821 liter atmospheres we have taken. And temperature is what? 150 plus 273. So it is to be taken Kelvin. Is that clear now? So like this, we get what now? Pi is equal to 5.07 atm. Here this one we have taken R value, we have taken in liter atmospheres now. That's why we take what now here? ATM. 5.07 atm. Right. Take the screenshot. Next one. The boiling point of a solution of 0.11 grams of a substance in 15 grams of ether. Ether is what? Solvent here. Some substance is given, not given. Which compound it is not mentioned here. That means gram molecular weight we don't know for the substance. And weight of solute. Weight of solute is given here. W2 is given. And gram molecular weight of solute we don't know. This one we have to calculate. And 15 grams is what now here? Weight of solvent. W1 is given. W1 is given. And ether is what? Some solvent given. It was found, the boiling point of solution was found to be 0.1 degree Celsius higher than that of pure water, pure solvent. Than pure ether, how much is higher here? 0.1. So what is the 0.1 degrees here? Delta TB. Elevation in boiling point is given what now? 0.1 is given. Elevation in boiling point is 0.1, right? Now the gram molecular weight of substance will be what? The gram molecular weight M2 we have to calculate. M2 is to be calculated. W2 is given what? 0.11 grams. And the Kb value is given. Kb value of the solvent ether is given how much? 2.16. Okay, man? So what is asked to calculate now here? They ask you to calculate the gram molecular weight of substance. Now what is the formula for delta TB? Tell me. Delta TB is equal to Kb into molality. Na? Molality, what here again? Kb. Kb, how much is there here? Kb 2.16 into weight of solute in grams. Weight of solute in grams by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. Weight of solvent. W1 is what? Weight of solvent in grams. We have to get. So 2.16 Kb value into W2, how much is given? 0.11 divided by gram molecular weight we need to calculate into 1000 by W1 is how much here? W1 15 grams. How much is given? 15 grams is what? W1 weight of solvent. So what we need to calculate is M2 we have to calculate. And delta TB how much is given? 0.1. So 0.1 is equal to what? 2.16 into 0.11 by M2 into 1000 by 15. So M2 value we have to calculate. Is that clear, man? So this M2 value will be 158. Let's take the screenshot of this, man. Then next one. The boiling point of benzene is given. The boiling point of benzene is given here, 353.23 Kelvin. When 1.80 grams of non-volatile solute, so it is weight of solute given, weight of solute is given, was dissolved in 90 grams of what? Benzene. So it is what? Weight of solvent. Weight of solvent is given. And benzene is solvent here. Benzene is solvent. And some non-volatile solute is solute, right? And here boiling point of what now? Benzene is given. The boiling point is raised to 354.11 Kelvin. Initially, how much for solvent? 353 given. It is what now? TB naught. TB naught means what? Boiling temperature of pure solvent is given 353. Solution how much here? 354 means elevated. The boiling point is elevated by adding what? Non-volatile solute. Now the gram molecular weight mass of solute M2 we have to calculate. Gram molecular weight of solute is to be calculated. Now what are given here? TB naught and TS. TS means what? The boiling point of solution is given. Boiling point of solution is given. Boiling point of pure solvent is given. Weight of solute is given. Weight of solvent is given. And we are asked to calculate what now? Gram molecular weight of solute. What is the formula of delta TB generally? Delta TB is equal to TS minus TB naught. Means TS of solution, boiling temperature of solution minus TB naught of pure solvent is equal to what more? KB into molality. Molality formula what again? W2 by M2 gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by W1 in grams. W1 is what now? Weight of solvent. Now here what is to calculate now? We are asked to calculate M2 value. Now tell me TS value how much is given? 354.11 minus TB naught is what? 353.23 Kelvin is equal to KB value how much is given here? KB 2.53 into weight of solute is given. Weight of solute is 1.80 divided by gram molecular weight we have to calculate into 1000 by weight of solvent is given how much? 90 grams. So all the values given except M. So M2 is asked to calculate. Is that clear? So those who have already answered correctly, okay. Those who did not answer correctly, please mention in error notebook. In error list notebook, you have to write all these things. Please note down, calculation part, you do it. Now what is asked? The gram molecular mass of solute they asked. That is 58 grams. That means how much here? M2 will get 58 grams per mole. Take the screenshot. Now the next one, the boiling point of 0.1 molal aqueous solution. So molality given. What is given? Molality is given 0.1 molal aqueous solution of urea is 100.18 0 means degree Celsius. 100.18 degree Celsius is given what now? Boiling point of solution. So TS is given, boiling point of solution. Aqueous solution is given. Aqueous means solvent is water. For solvent water, what is TB naught? TB naught should be 100 degrees Celsius. TB naught of aqueous means solution must be TB naught is 100 degrees Celsius. TS of solution is what? 100.18 degrees Celsius. Okay, and urea is the solute here. Urea is what now? Solute. And 1 atm at 1 atm pressure is given this one. Okay. Now the molal elevation constant of water is what? Means what is asked here? Elevation constant is KB of water asked here. KB of solvent is what? Okay. Now TS is given, TB naught is known for the water, molality is given. What is the formula? Tell me. TS minus TB naught is equal to KB value into what ma? Molality. Molality how much is given? 0.1 molal. 0.1 molal. Now KB is asked to calculate here. Okay. TS how much is given now? 100.18 minus TB naught of water how much? 100 is equal to KB value we have to get, and molality given. Molality is given what now here? 0.1 molal. 0.1 molal. So what is to be calculated here? KB value we have to calculate. So the KB value of what is? 1.8 Kelvin kg mole inverse. Kelvin kg mole inverse we get. Is that clear? Huh? If you want to take the screenshot of this. And the next one is the freezing point. The freezing point of solution containing 4.8 grams of compound So what is this 4.8 grams here? W2, weight of solute. Of compound means which compound is that they did not mention. So it is to be calculated, gram molecular weight. Then 60 grams of benzene, that is W1, weight of solvent is given. And what is solvent given here? Benzene is 4.48. What is here? The freezing point of solution. What is given, ma? Freezing point of solution is given 4.48. And what is the molar mass of the compound? They ask. Molar mass of the compound. And freezing point of pure benzene is given what? 5.5. For solution is given 4.48. For pure solvent, how much is given? It is TF naught. TF naught is what now here? TF naught is nothing but the freezing temperature of pure solvent. Is that clear, ma? Now we are asked to calculate gram molecular weight. What is the formula for this one? TF naught minus TF of solution. TF naught minus TF of solution. Pure solvent minus solution freezing temperature is equal to what? KF. KF value into molality. Molality means what? W2, weight of solute, by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by what more? W1 in grams. W1 is weight of what now here? Solvent. Okay. And now what is to be calculated here? TF naught is given how much more? 5.5 minus TF is given what? 4.48. 4.48 is equal to KF is given how much? 5.1. KF of benzene how much? 5.1. 5.1 into, now W2 is what now? W2 is given what? The problem W2 is given what? Tell me. Weight of solid for 4.8. So 4.8 by gram molecular weight of solid we need to calculate, right? Into, now 1000 by weight of solvent is given how much more? Weight of solvent is given 60 grams of benzene. So 60 grams. Is that clear? So now what is to calculate here? M2 is to be calculated. Okay. So the M2 value will be 400. Take the screenshot now. Next, when 0.01 mole of sugar is dissolved in 100 grams of solvent. Okay. So how many moles of sugar? Number of moles of solute is given 0.01 moles. 0.01 mole. Sugar is what now? Having gram molecular weight of 342. What is the gram molecular weight of sugar? 342. And 100 grams of solvent means weight of solvent is given. Weight of solvent is given 100 grams. The depression in freezing point is 0.4. So what is given? Delta TF. Delta TF is given here 0.4. When 0.03 mole of glucose is dissolved in 50 grams of the same solvent. 50 grams of what? Same solvent. The depression in freezing point will be what they ask here. First case, what now here? First case, what is the formula to be applied here? What is the solvent here? Some solvent is there, and the depression and freezing point is given, and molality we can calculate. Molality we can calculate. Now tell me first, delta TF. Delta TF is equal to KF into molality. What formula? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent, right? Now that equals to, now delta TF is given what now? 0.4. 0.4. KF we don't know. KF we have to calculate. KF into weight of solute and by gram molecular weight of solute. This value given already. So weight by gram molecular weight is what ma? Number of moles. The number of moles of solute how much? 0.01 moles. This value given. This value is given 0.01 into 1000 by weight of solvent how much is given? 100 grams. So 100 grams. So from this what we have to calculate now? KF we have to calculate first. Now KF is equal to be X value. Okay, KF value how much now? X. Now by using this KF value, again we have to apply in second case. Now case 2, tell me, second case what? In second case, what is asked to calculate? The depression in freezing point will be what? So second case, delta TF is equal to be calculated. Now KF already we got now. Kf already how much we got? X we got now here. Kf value. The Kf value already we calculated. So the same Kf value we use here into molality again. Molality means what now again? Number of moles of glucose by in what now 50 grams of solvent. Again, what we have to take now here? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by W1, right? Now this value, how much is given? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight 0.03 given. 0.03 into 1000 by W1, how much is given? 50 given. W1 is what? 50. So this W2 by M2 is given 0.03 and W1 is given what? 50. Is that clear now? So that equals to Kf already we got X na. Here Kf how much you got X. And then into W2 by M2 how much is given? 0.03 into 0.03 into what? 1000 by W1 how much? 50. So 1000 by 50. Now here what we have to calculate? Delta TF is to be calculated. Because Kf value already we calculated here in X value. This X value we substitute here and get what now? The final answer, delta TF. Is that clear, ma? Take the screenshot once. So 2.40 we get answer. 2.40 is what? Depression in freezing point. Next, the osmotic pressure of a solution with density how much? 1.02 grams per centimeter. The osmotic pressure of solution containing 50 grams of glucose means what now? Weight of solute is given and gram molecular weight of glucose how much? 180 grams per mole. 180 grams per mole. Is that clear? In 1 kg of water. Here, what is the weight of solvent? W1 1000 grams. How much? 1000 grams we have to take. 1 kg means how many grams? 1000 grams is weight of solvent. And water we know, gram molecular weight is 80. At what temperature? 300 Kelvin. Now what we need to calculate now? Osmotic pressure we have to calculate. So what is osmotic pressure formula? Pi equals to CRT. CRT. C is what now here? Concentration. Molarity. C is what? Molarity. Molarity formula what? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by what is this? Volume in ml. Volume in ml. Is that clear, man? Into R value. R is what now? 0.0821. 0.0821 to be used or 8.314 to be used here. Here options are given in pascals na. When option is in Pascal, that is MKS or SI unit. If Pascal is what SI unit of pressure na. So when options are in SI unit, this value should not be used here. What we have to use 8.314 we have to joules. 8.314 joules means MKS unit here. So like that, weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by volume in ml into 8 what now? 314 into how many Kelvin now here? 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin. Okay. Now volume of solution what now? Volume of solution is to be calculated. Density is given here. When density is given, volume of solution we can calculate. So what is the weight of solution now? 50 grams of glucose plus 1000 grams of water. Yeah, solute weight is what? 50 grams. Solvent weight is what? 1000 grams. So 1050 is what? Total weight of solution. Total mass of solution. And density of solution is given. Now what is the relation between density and mass? So density of solution is equal to mass by volume. Mass upon volume is what now? Density. Now density value is given to you. And mass is what now? 50 grams plus 1000 grams. So now 1050 grams by volume. So now volume, how to calculate? Tell me. Volume is equal to what? Mass, how many grams? 1050 grams. 1050 grams by what is the density given? Density value 1.02 gram per ml. Okay. So gram per ml. So like this, we can get what now? Volume in ml. We get volume in milliliters. After getting volume in milliliters, this volume should be substituted here in this place to get final answer. Now first we get pi value in pascals. We get in pascals first. After that we can convert into kilopascal. How we can convert? 10 power 3 10 power 3 Pascal equals to what? 1 kilopascal. 10 power 3 Pascal equals to what, ma? 10 power 3 Pascal equals to 1 kilopascal. And then here, whatever we get x, the x, then x Pascal, whatever we get answer is equal to what now here? X Pascal, x into 1 x by 10 power 3 or x into 10 power minus 3 kilo Pascal we take. X into 10 power minus 3 kilopascal. Yeah, 10 power 3 means kilo, na? 10 power 3 Pascal equals to 1 kilopascal. Then x Pascal, whatever we get answer here is equal to how much? X into 1 x by 10 power 3. That is x into 10 power minus 3 kilopascal. Like this, we get answer what now? 6.74 kilopascal. Sorry, we get 673.85 kilopascal answer. 673.85 is answer. Take the screenshot now. I'll see you next one. In the phenomena of osmosis through the semi-permeable membrane, what happens as here? Solvent molecules pass from solution to solvent. No, a solution is higher concentration, solvent is lower concentration. Next, solvent molecules means water molecules generally. The solvent molecules pass from solvent to solution. This is right. So it is correct answer. Next one. For a binary ideal liquid solution. For a binary means what now? The solution which contains two components. Ideal liquid solution we have taken. The total pressure of the solution is given as the total pressure of the solution. So liquid solutions meaning what here? One liquid is mixed with the other liquid to get what ideal solution here. So that is given by what now here? P total. P total is equal to PB naught plus PA naught minus PB naught into XA. That is one. Now generally P total what in case of ideal solutions here? Vapor pressure of pure means solvent A and vapor pressure of solvent B we add. So PA value plus PB value will be P total. Now PA means what again? PA naught XA plus PB is what? PB naught XB. PB naught XB. Here XB is shown or XA is shown here? It is XA. XA is shown here. That means we have converted in place of what here XB, what we can write? XB is equal to 1 minus XA. Na? Wherever XB is there, what we can write? 1 minus XA. So in place of XB, what we can write here? 1 minus XA. Then we get this form. Okay. Next. 37th one. For an ideal solution containing a non-volatile solute, which of the following expression represents the vapor pressure of the solution? Vapor pressure of the solution they ask here. In which case now? In this solution now, non-volatile solute is there. Means solute is non-volatile. It cannot evaporate. Okay. Only solvent is volatile here. Solvent is volatile, but solute is non-volatile. In this case now, the pressure, the total pressure of the solution is equal to PA value only. Here in this case, what we have taken? P total is equal to PA plus PB we have taken. Na? But in this case, what now? PB won't be there. In as solute is non-volatile, PB will be 0 here. That's what we take now. Total pressure of solution is equal to X1 into P1 here, P1 naught. Means what now here? The total pressure P total is equal to what now here? PA naught into XA. Means what? PA means P1. PA naught is nothing but P1 naught. And XA is nothing but X1. Because we use 1 or A for solvent, 2 or B for solute. So it is what now here? Vapor pressure of solution. Okay. For non-volatile solute in volatile solvent. Next. Now see here. For an ideal solution containing a non-volatile solute, which of the following expression is correctly represented? They ask here. Okay. For an ideal solution containing what? Non-volatile solute means solute is not volatile. Only solvent is volatile. Remember. So here RLVP we know na? RLVP how to write? Tell me here. RLVP. Here minus means decrease. Minus means what here? Decrease. The decrease in LVP. Here delta P1 is what now here? Delta P1 is change in vapor pressure. So lowering of vapor pressure, LVP. By P1 naught is what? Pure solvent. Is equal to mole fraction of solute or solvent here? Solute. So LVP by P1 naught is equal to what? Mole fraction of solute. So LVP is what now? PA naught minus PS. PA naught minus PS by PA naught is equal to what? X2 or XB. X2 or XB we can take here. So it is what? Lowering of vapor pressure of solution, which is equal to mole fraction of solute. Here minus indicates for lowering. Minus indicates what? Lowering. Okay. Next. Which of the following is true? They asked. The following is true. The ideal behavior of a liquid solution is due to the fact that the different molecules present in it do not interact with one another. It is not the true condition here. And Henry's law deals with the variation of solubility of a gas with temperature. No, with pressure it is dealing. And the constituents of an ideal solution follow Raoult's law under all conditions. Okay, so which is true they asked here. So Raoult's law, ideal solutions will follow what? Will obey what? Raoult's law. If any solution does not obey Raoult's law, it is called non-ideal solution. Next, the addition of non-volatile solute to a volatile solvent decreases the addition of solute, decreases the boiling point of water they give. But it is elevation in boiling point we studied now. So elevation in boiling point means boiling point should be increased, but they gave decreased here. So it is wrong. Only C is correct here. Option C is correct. True. Next, choose the correct statement. Now what they asked here? Correct statement. The boiling point of the solution falls. Falls means what? Decreases on increasing the amount of solute. If you increase the amount of solute, what happens? Number of particles will increase. When number of particles increases, actually boiling point of solution will be increased, but they give false here. So it is wrong. But we need to calculate correct statement. We need to find out correct statement here. So it is the incorrect statement. Then the freezing point of the solution is lowered, means depressed, on adding more solvent. No. On adding more solvent, we don't get. On adding more solvent, we don't get what any change here in freezing point. They give solvent here. They give what? Solvent, right? That's why solvent cannot be taken here. Is that clear, ma? Next one. The freezing point of the solution is raised. The freezing point of solution is raised on adding more solute. Wrong. Actually, depression and freezing point we studied, na? Depression means it should be decreased, but raised is given. So it's wrong. Next, the freezing point of solution decreases. The freezing point decreases on increasing what? The amount of solute. Correct. On adding amount of solute, number of particles of solute will increase, na? Then what happens now? The freezing point should be lowered, decreased. Correct. Depression and freezing point, na? That means decrease in freezing point. On adding what? Some solute. Correct. So only fourth option is correct statement. Next, isotonic solutions have same osmotic pressure. The solutions having same osmotic pressure are called isotonic solutions. They have same concentration and hence same osmotic pressure. Which one of the following statements is incorrect? They asked about incorrect. What is incorrect? Now first one, see, greater the lowering of vapor pressure, greater the lowering of vapor pressure. The lowering of vapor pressure is colligative property. So greater one colligative property, greater is the boiling point of the solution. It is correct. When lowering of vapor pressure is more, elevation in boiling point also will be more. When elevation of boiling point is greater, the boiling point of solution will be greater. So it is correct statement. But they asked about incorrect statement here. Next, greater the lowering of vapor pressure, greater the lowering of vapor pressure is colligative property, na? Greater the colligative property, greater is the freezing point of the solution. Wrong. When lowering of vapor pressure is greater, depression in freezing point will be greater. Depression means decrease. Depression freezing point will be greater. When depression is greater, the solution formed will be having less freezing point, but they give greater freezing point here. solution will have lesser freezing point here actually, but they give greater here. That's why it is incorrect statement. Is that clear? Man? They asked to calculate, find out what now? Incorrect statement here. Next, Molar elevation constant. What is Molar elevation constant? Molar elevation constant means Kb or Kf? Kb. Molar elevation constant and molar depression constant of water respectively in Kelvin mole inverse, molar inverse. Kelvin per molar. Kelvin per molar they give here. So Kb value how much we know? 0.52 Kelvin per mole and per molar, and 1.86 is Kf value. So they ask the Kf value of water and Kb value of water. So Kb value how much? 0.52 and Kf is 1.86 Kelvin kg mole inverse. Next, the osmotic pressure of solution of an organic substance containing 18 grams in 1 liter of solution is 2.414 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. So Newton per meter square is MKS unit na? MKS unit of what? Osmotic pressure. MKS unit of osmotic pressure is given here. When MKS unit of osmotic pressure is given, what we have to use? R value or S. S is what now? Universal solution constant or gas constant, which is to be taken 8.31 for joules. 8.3 joules we have taken, because here osmotic pressure is given MKS. So R value also should be taken in MKS system. So 18 grams is what now here? Containing 18 grams of solute. That means what? Weight of solute here. Now what we need to calculate here? Osmotic pressure is given. Find the molar mass of the substance. Now what is the formula of osmotic pressure? Pi is equal to CRT. CRT. Is that clear now? So in this case now here, C is what? Molarity na? Molarity means what is the formula? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by volume in ml. Volume in ml given here. Is that clear? Into R value how much to be taken? 8.314. 8.314 into what now? T value. T value is what now here? Temperature. Kelvin temperature how much? 293 Kelvin. 293 Kelvin. Is that clear, ma? So volume of solution how much now? 1000 ml. 1 liter they gave na? 1 liter means 1000 ml here. W2 how much is given? 18 grams. W2 is what now here? 18. 18 grams is W2. And M2 is what now? Gram molecular weight na? That gram molecular weight only we have to calculate. And what is osmotic pressure given? 2.4. Sorry, yes, right. Now what is osmotic pressure given? 2.4 into 10 power what now? 10 power 5. 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square given. 2.414 into 10 power 5 given. M2 value we have to get. Here W2 is what now? 18. W2 is what? 18 grams dimension. So 18 by M2 into 1000 by 1000 ml into 8.314 into 293 Kelvin. So this is M2 we have to calculate. So the M2 value is calculated as 181.3. 181.3. Okay, ma'am. Next. The next one's here. The rise in the boiling point. The rise means what? Elevation. Elevation in boiling point of solution containing 1.8 grams of glucose. So W2 is given. And glucose gram molecular weight how much more? 180 grams per mole. 180 grams per mole of solvent is given this much. So the rise in the boiling point. How much is rise in the boiling point? This much. So it is given what now? Delta TB given. Delta TB is given what now? 0.1 degrees Celsius. Next, the molar elevation constant of liquid. Molar elevation constant means what? Kb. Molar elevation constant we have to calculate. Is that clear, ma? So now what is the formula? Delta TB is equal to Kb into molality. Molality formula what? Weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent. Weight of solvent. Now delta TB how much is given, ma? 0.1 and Kb value we have to calculate. Kb value we have to calculate into Weight of solute is given what? 1.8 grams by gram molecular weight of solute is what? 180 into 1000 by weight of solvent. How much here? W1 how much here? 100 grams of solvent. So 100 grams. So what we need to calculate now? Kb we need to calculate. Is that clear, ma? So it is to be calculated. It's about what now here? The calculation of Kb value. That is 1 Kelvin per molal. 1 Kelvin per molal we get. Take screenshot if you want. Next one. In a homogeneous mixture of acetone and chloroform, some solute and solvent, the mole fraction of acetone is reported as what? X minus 0.17. X minus 0.17. What is the value of X? So generally we know that Xa, mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute is equal to what? 1 na? Then if you take mole fraction of one component is equal to 1 minus Xb. If you want Xb is equal to 1 minus Xc. So in this concept is used here. So the sum of mole fractions of solute and solvent must be equal to 1. Must be equal to unity. Therefore, X minus 0.17 means 1 minus 0.17 should be taken as mole fraction of one component. Right. So answer is what now? 1. Next, addition of certain solute in water increases its boiling point by what? 1.04 degrees Celsius. Now addition of certain amount of solute in water increases what? Elevates what? Boiling point by this much. So it is what now? Delta Tb. What is given there? Delta Tb. This is given what now? Delta Tb. The moles of solute present per kg of water is the number of moles of solute present per kg of water. In 1 kg of water, how many moles of solute is present? They ask here, right? Yeah. So what is the formula here? Delta Tb is equal to Kb of water into molality, right? Now delta Tb how much is given? 1.04 is equal to Kb value how much now for water? 0.52 into molality. Molality we need to calculate. So molality is equal 1.04 by 0.52. That is approximately equal to what? 2. So this answer is what now? 2. This one is 1. Is that clear, ma? So like this molality. Moles per kg means what? Number of moles per kg means molality they ask to calculate. Is that clear? Take the screenshot. Next, what is the delta V mixing? Means when you mix two liquid solutions to form ideal solution, what is delta V mixing for a solution of chlorobenzene and bromobenzene? Now chlorobenzene and bromobenzene will form ideal solution. They will form ideal solution. Whenever ideal solution is formed, the delta V mixing is 0. Delta V mixing is equal to 0. That means if you add 10 ml solute plus 10 ml, 20 ml solvent, exactly 30 ml we get solution. 10 ml plus 20 ml when we add, exactly we get 30 ml only. There is no change in volume. That's why delta V mixing is 0. In case of what? Ideal solution formation. So here it is 1, it is 2, it is what? 0. Okay. Next, what is given? The number of colligative properties among the following properties is. The number is what? A boiling point is not colligative property. Lowering of vapor pressure, LVP, is colligative property. And vapor pressure is not colligative property. Depression and freezing point is colligative property. Osmosis is not colligative property. And osmotic pressure is colligative property. How many are there here? 1, 2, 3 there. So 3 colligative properties are there. Next, among the following pairs, the number of pairs of non-ideal solutions which show positive deviation from Raoult's law. Positive deviation from Raoult's law they asked here. Positive deviation from Raoult's law means that solution must be non-ideal solution, right? Now here it is what now here benzene means n-butyl chloride and n-butyl bromide is what ideal solution. It will form ideal solution. And water plus methanol, it is what a positive deviation. And water plus HCl is negative deviation. And acetone plus benzene, positive deviation. And toluene plus benzene, it is what now benzene and toluene ideal solution. Acetone plus ethanol, again positive deviation. Water plus methanol and acetone plus methanol. Next, acetone plus aniline, negative deviation. Then CCl4 plus CHCl3. CCl4 is what carbon tetrachloride plus chloroform. Carbon tetrachloride plus chloroform is also what positive deviation. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4 we got. So 4 non-ideal solutions with the positive deviation. Is the concept clear now? So this way we have to understand what now the concept of non-ideal solutions which show positive deviation. Okay, let's take the screenshot now. Bye, good day.